Trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that...
Traffic, and it's intercepted. The rookie Cameron Dantzler picks it.
Ooh, that hurt.
Charles, not only is that
shit took my points. Good shit.
Knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. No gain on the play. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. A quick slant to Hill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Burrow on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's got Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Yes, sir.
Intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to bounce back.
Yeah, because for him, that just didn't happen. Operating from 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
Oh, man.
Rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it started short.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. This is the tight end fan. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. He's going to try and take off with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos push further out in front. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one complete to Hill. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
1st down, Titans.
Now it's Burrow. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's caught
Good
in
shit,
the
bro.
end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Herb Smith Jr., 41 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yards there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Second and 10 now, Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as it falls to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. First, and now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays. And
The
give
fuck
them
is
an
you
opportunity
doing?
to maybe wake up everyone else.
Wow.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that could be...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. Come on and get it. Touchdown, Titans.
Anytime I don't use that's why I always use it. Always use my dude.
And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. KJ Hamler now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Broncos 45, Titans 26.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30.
Man.
There he goes left side.
I could not get click with my dude in time. You hiked that bitch fast as shit.
Tyreek Hill with now 3 week 1
Hey,
touchdowns.
he's retardedly
And the Titans
fast.
are able to cut into that deficit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not
I got Speedster
touchdowns
too
anymore.
now.
You're just thinking first downs to keep up with
You
your
gotta
team.
respect this gangster too.
First downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
7 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Oh,
and the Titans
good shit.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts.
Boy, he came off the edge. If I'd have got that edge, it
the
was
final stages.
over.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Way up.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught.
He got Deshaun on the other side.
And he will score.
I gotta use my safety.
Deshaun Jackson taking it in. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point...
Made it look real good.
First and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally.
You get this, I'm going to be pissed.
They have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Make it happen! Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, Gordon. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On third down, this is Milton. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
Oh, I missed it.
And this is off target. To
Man, I gave you the game right there. Damn, I gave you the fucking game.
Right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Here we go with Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it'll be second down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's back to throw.
Yes!
Oh, a crusher there as it's
Oh, shit!
picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football.
You was in field goal range.
Well, you just kind of
That hurts.
right now. 4 interceptions.
Good play
You can
call.
see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the years.
There certainly is, and probably
Good game, bro.
because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Broncos, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they go down to defeat here.